It's too cold out. When it's too cold out, I can't hold out. Take the centerfold and take the fold out. Because I'm taking the time to rhyme and climb, because I'm inside the house. I got my hand in your mama's blouse. Turn them out, make them scream and shout. No doubt about the clout that I'm shouting out. I keep it real, make them feel that I peel some caps. Shoot you suckers like I shoot some craps. Perhaps saps want to scrap, they collapse at the thought of me. Peeling caps, giving saps lobotomies. Because you gotta be, you ought to be crazy. My lifestyle pays me, you hoes can't phase me. Out, no doubt about the clout that I'm shouting. I'm spilling rhymes like a foot fountain of youth and proof. I knock the boots, I make a hoot. Yelling shoot. Shoot, shadoobie, past pimp the doobie. I'll hit that shit till I'm lit like a ruby. Red. Bang, bang, you're dead. I put some lead in your head, then I fled when you bled red. I shed the feds, I hid under my bed, then I clit the club med getting head. Enough said, I'm a gangster Mac with a gangster track. You ganked me, I might gank you back. And as a matter of fact, you can jack for your stack. I'm like a cold-hearted motherfucker maniac when I act hardcore. Why the hell you want to start? Why the hell you bitches want to pull my car for? Oh, I'm back at it. Your dad's a crack addict. I fold the money like adjustable crapmatic bed on the microphone. Coming correct. Put a tech to your neck and it's on, fool. I'm taking it, making it, making it, shaking it, breaking it down. I'm Tony, sucker, check it out, my sound, I found, I pound my sound around the sound, I found, throw down, slow down. Let's have a hoedown in your town, but yo, bro, let's slow down. It's cold out. And when it's cold out, I can't hold out. I'm not even making sense, I'm delirious. I'm lyrical. I'm a lyrical miracle. I can't see the screen because I got my shades on. I don't even know if anybody's in here yet. I'm wearing gloves. It's like 4 degrees out, right? Tomorrow's supposed to be worse. But I had to come because I got a special announcement. It's 3 o'clock. I ain't got no time to dilly-dally. If you ain't here, you missing out. All right, my other channel is off the grid. I turned it off last night. And one of the biggest reasons I had is people kept going till there. You'll see all my videos. Channel's not there right now. I'll have to just hit a switch, whatever. But a lot of those really great videos, I have 2,000 videos, about 10 of them are great. I'm going to slide them over to this channel. So no other YouTuber in the history of the world's walked away from 8,000 subscribers. But 7,000 of them were people who never even come to my show. 7,900 of them. I'm more interested in the 300 that are here now. So, it took me, I don't know, 15 years to get 8,000. I plan on doing it again in a year, but this time it will be people who are engaging and part of the Boogie Bob community, the Boogie Bunch, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the channel more. We're almost getting more likes on videos and on lives than we did with 300 people than we did with 8,000. So there's definitely a lot more engagement going on. Going to be a lot of huge prizes given away. Going to be a lot of cool stuff going on. Not really. And I'm going to be doing the weather in nice freezing cold temperatures. It is, I don't know, 7 degrees today. Should we do the news? I'm too cold to do the news. Thank God Joe's not here. He would have died of pneumonia 3 hours ago. No Joe. No Joe. It's not just the cold weather. It's the wind chill factor. The wind chill factor, I'll pull you just like a tractor on the dance floor. You yell, encore. I don't think it's going to be a very good news program because you probably can't hear me. Vicky Vise is in the house. Vicky Vise was there when I had 3 subscribers on my other channel. She saw me take it to a very small global. Everybody that's here today, first of all, thank you so much. Joe went up to visit his grandson, but I don't think he would have came out today. It's cold. What are you, crazy? Nobody's crazy enough to come out, but after I leave here, I'm gonna turn off. Then I'm gonna walk down 9th Avenue. I'm going to 34th Street. I'm going to B&H Photo. It's the greatest electronics store on the planet. So if you guys like electronics and you want to see something super duper cool, make sure you tune in for that. Let's get on with the news. It's the first time I've ever done the news with gloves on. Are they out here fighting? I'm too cold to get beat up. Shorty over there walking around with no jacket on and shorts. You crazy? Friends in law places. Hunter Biden begs officials all the family to help him. First of all, he's not begging anyone for anything. There's nothing on this laptop you've had for 5 years. Couple penis pictures. Couple penis pictures. I don't know if that could get him in trouble. I had some penis pictures get me in trouble one time, but they threw it out for lack of evidence. Honestly, though, Boogie Bob After Dark. Send the kids out for this joke. Send the kids out of the room for this joke. This was one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite jokes. It's a little risque, so send the kids out of the room for Boogie Bob After Dark. So the other day, I'm walking down 42nd Street, and this woman comes up to me and she says, "Hey, big boy, I can handle 6 inches." And I told her, I said, "Ma'am, I appreciate that, but I'm not folding mine in half for nobody. I'm not doing it." I don't get it. I don't get it. This one's got to come off. I can't flip the pages. When you see my true colors shining through, that's why I love you. I was going to do my nails, and I said I don't need to. I'm wearing gloves, but okay. I got it. Icons, true colors. If you ever come to New York City, the Empire State Building is gorgeous, but they light it up in different colors depending on the day. Valentine's Day is red and white. Hunter hits up the in-house counsel. Oh no, don't show my penis pictures. Alright, it's going to be the worst news of all time, which is, pretty easy to do on my show. Kat is Governor Hochul. I think her first name's Catherine. I don't know. Why the hell you calling her Kat? Hochul. I bet she got teased in school. Hi-ho, Chul. My name was Bob Bowen. All the kids in high school, or 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they call me Bob Boner. Bob's got a boner. Holy smokes! Governor Hochul is drawing heat over her pitch for a statewide ban on the sale of flavored tobacco and vape products. I will be doing another Boogie Bob Please Stop Smoking campaign where the lucky winner will win something if you stop smoking. And the tough part about these kind of contests is people lie. Oh, I stopped. They're like, "Oh, Bob, I stopped." Hey, girl. Hey, girlfriend. What are you looking at me saying? I know I look cute over here. Shorty over there staring at me like a damn pork chop. She's like this. I think she did this. Right. Oh, boy. Girl, it's too cold to be fighting out here, Shorty. Oh, girl. Do not make me get up and get out and help you. You were just flirting with me 10 seconds ago. Now you're over there beating up some female for looking at me. Have you seen this? So, back to the Boogie Bob. Stop smoking. Please stop smoking. Oh, Boogie Bob, I'm a big fan. I stopped smoking. Can I win the contest? You're giving away a watch? Ooh, I hate smoking. That they lie. I'm doing this because I love you. Stop smoking. Ex-Vice President Mike Pence. He calls his wife Mother. Hi, Mother. I don't know, it's a little creepy. I like it when my lady calls me Daddy, but I'm not calling her Mother. Hi, Mommy. I can't do it. The FBI will search former Vice President Mike Pence's home today in Indiana for additional documents. Guys, you get out of the presidency, please leave the documents alone. Don't take them to your house. That goes for Trump, Biden, Obama, any of you. Knock it off. Hey, look at this. This is crazy. That's Lee or Chi, whatever the hell his name is. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm not big on world politics. That's the president of China. And that right there, my friend, look at the wind out here. It's cold out here, bro. That's a hot air balloon flying over American space. Very illegal, not cool. China is saying it is a balloon that's just for checking temperatures and whatever, and it flew off course. Many of the GOP are saying, let's blow it out of the air. I don't know if they will or not. It's a very big balloon. It's about the size, they said, of 3 school buses. Just hovering over Montana from China. FOH is what I'm saying. It sounds shady. But what you need to know, and what the GOP obviously doesn't, is China has satellites over the U.S. all the time, and we have them over there all the time. They can't stop us from regulating satellites over their countries. And they have really, really good satellites, as we do. They can see me from space right now waving if they wanted to. They're really good satellites. They can read this newspaper from space. I'm not kidding. So having a balloon doesn't give them any advantage. That's what all the experts are saying. They're saying it probably is just a balloon run amok. Outrage at a Mayan temple. A tourist was berated by an angry crowd and hit with a stick after climbing the steps. Now, I don't know why this story's in here, because I saw it on the internet like 3 months ago. This stupid lady decides, I think it was a lady, decides a female. It's a Mayan temple, guys. By the way, these pyramids are not perfectly, they're steps. They're bricks, they're steps. You can climb them. This moron climbed to the top, and when she got down, they started smacking around with sticks. It was a man. I apologize. It's a man. Looked like a woman. A tourist was berated. Boogie Bob, you're being sexist. They're going to get my comment. You said it was a guy and it was a girl, or vice versa. I apologize. It was a dude. He got smacked around with sticks when he got down. I know that much. A tourist was berated by an angry crowd and hit with sticks after climbing the steps of a Mayan temple of Kulkan Pyramid in Chichen Kulkan Itza over the weekend. It was not the weekend, bro. I saw this video weeks ago. The unidentified Polish man incited outrage Saturday when he crossed the stepping pyramid restricted zone and started climbing the storied steps. Climbing the limestone steps has been banned since 2008, 1 year after the site was named one of the 7 new wonders of the world. The tourist tried to access the forbidden area. Anyways, he got beat up with sticks, and rightfully so. I'd like to hit him with a stick myself, but I don't even live there. It's cold out, bro. Thank God I brought Lefty. Well, Lewinsky's back in the news. Guys, listen to me. Leave Monica Lewinsky alone. The hell did she do? Yes, he was a married man, but he was also the most powerful man on the planet, and girls her age were giving blowjobs to guys working at Taco Bell for a free Mexican pizza. She's in there with Bill Clinton. He was charming. He told her he liked her. She was like very, very happy to have the leader of the free world liking her back. Leave her alone. I'm telling you. Invertebrate, I don't know what that means. Invertebrate White House dog Bill Clinton was so busy wagging his own tail that he lost track of the biggest threats the U.S. ever. Okay, I don't care. He was busy getting a Hummer in the summer. America, one big unhappy family. A new poll shows that most Americans characterize the U.S. as a dysfunctional family on the verge of splitting apart. No shit. Wow, what a scoop! Wow, this writer should get a raise. Mark Moore, you're the man. Mark Moore just found out that America's not happy with each other. It's like a dysfunctional family. Mark Moore, your name should be Mark Moore on. Here they are. This is my favorite hotel in New York City. It's the Watson. It used to be a Holiday Inn back in the day. I could go there for $80, see one of my shorties, and take a bath. They have bathtubs. Most do not. All the migrants. They said, I'm not staying at no shelter. I'm going to go live in the doorway. They're not even inside the hotel. They're living in the doorway. Look at her. I'm no nonsense. That's no nonsense, Nancy. I'm just going to stand here with my arms folded. I'm tough. All right, sorry. There we go. My fingers are blue. My balls are blue, but that's nothing to do with the weather. Boogie Bob After Dark. It's a more grown-up channel. Doesn't mean it's better, that's for sure. All right, Vladimir Putin is still a douchebag, it says here. I don't know why they would put that in the paper, but I agree with it, but I don't think it's cool. GOP, the good old Republican Grand Old Party, has kicked out Representative Ilhan Omar. She had made derogatory comments in the past, 7 years ago or so. She apologized immediately. She made them towards Israel. She's from the Sudan, Muslim, certainly not the first to do that. So they're kicking her off the committee, but they're not kicking off Marjorie Taylor Greene, who said that the 9/11 was an inside job. She said the fires in California, the Northern California fires, were started by space lasers run by the Jews. This is a Marjorie Taylor Greene. I believe she's a bomber. Allegedly. I believe she's allegedly the bomber at D.C. She said horrible, horrible things. She said that getting a card, a COVID card, was, she compared that to being a Jew and Nazi, being led to concentration camps. She's a despicable, horrible person, but she ain't going nowhere. George Santos lied about his mom being in the World Trade Center, 9/11. Lied about his family, his grandparents dying in the Holocaust when they're from Brazil. He ain't going nowhere. But oh, she's a Muslim. Let's get her off of that thing. This is a despicable move. Speaking of despicable, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is the misogynistic, horrible scumbag on the internet. He's been kicked off every platform. He believes the women are beneath you. They're scum. They're trash. They're there for his sexual pleasure. He's also very, very wealthy. He's worth about $300 million. But it turns out he was arrested for him and his brother kidnapping and sexualizing and trafficking young girls in Poland and Italy and elsewhere. He has just been hit with another 30 days. They've had him detained for 30 days. They just gave him a second 30 days. Him and his brother lost their appeal Wednesday against a second 30-day detention and will remain behind bars in Romania. He goes from eating caviar. He has 28 Lamborghinis. And he sure rubs it in everybody's face. You're poor. I own 28 Lamborghinis. One Lamborghini's worth your whole life. And I have 28. How many Lamborghinis you got in prison, bruh? All right. Okay, this is a horrible story. It just broke out here in New York. This right here. New Jersey politician shot and killed in the front of her house. Shot and killed. They're going to catch the person. Sounds like a hit. New Jersey Councilwoman Eunice Drumpor was remembered and loved by colleagues and accomplishments. She died in a hail of bullets in her car Wednesday outside of her home in Sayreville. Oh, God bless her and her family. Horrible. My fingers hurt. My nose hurts. My penis fell off about 3 stories ago. I'll get it later. It's not. Donald Trump is really turning up the gas on this Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is beating him in every single poll. Republican, Democrat, unilateral, universal. He's beating him in everywhere. So what Donald Trump does is he does that thing he does so well. He starts ripping them apart. He's going to start talking about his wife soon. Plus, his wife is ugly. Have you seen Melania? She was a model in Czechoslovakia. Can you hear the wind? My camera's going to get blown over. I might have to call the show. Joe couldn't have survived out here. Joe would have been dead 2 hours ago. He won't come out of this. Robert! It is very cold out, Robert. He calls me Brownie. He thinks my last name is Brown. Robert Brown. Now he calls me Brownie. That's the nickname I can't get rid of. Look at this guy. This is the Candyman. The Candyman can. Somebody punched him in the eye, hit him in the head. It's an old-ass man, an 80-year-old guy selling candy in the East Village. They robbed him. It went viral. There's going to be a GoFundMe. He'll make $400,000. I'm not knocking him. I hope he makes $500,000. Speaking of that, this piece of shit, Rittenhouse, the guy who killed the 2 people, he's begging for money on the internet again. If you go to his page, you'll see that he's getting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. The judge has gone ahead and said that there's a lawsuit from one of the men he murdered, the unarmed men he murdered with his AR-15 at the George Floyd rally. One of the murdered kids' father is suing him in a civil suit. Civil suit is a lot easier to prove. That's why OJ won his trial, but he lost the civil suit. So, anyways, he's begging for money again. He's raising it. I read the comments. You are an inspiration to Kyle. You are an inspiration to me and my children. The way you killed those 2 people was... I hope he rots in hell. And I hope karma is real. I hope karma catches him. And that's all I got to say about that there, because life is like a box of karma. East Village Sweetie, he's selling 90 years old. 90 years old, look at that shiner. Badly beaten. Not enough, police. Not enough, police. Here's the guy who got him. They're going to catch him. How do you beat a 90-year-old man? Can you imagine? He needs to do 10 years in prison. Rodents split on the spring. This is going to be a groundhog story, I know already. Good news, bad news. Groundhogs prognosticators in New York and Pennsylvania couldn't come to a clear consensus Thursday on whether spring is around the corner or 6 weeks away. First of all, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm in the coat check business. Spring ain't around the way in no 6 weeks, bro. Our winter didn't start on time. When that happens, typically it gets pushed back. So we're going to be cold until June. Facts. Facts, I think. He couldn't have predicted this. This is horrible. A Canadian groundhog named Fred. Canadian groundhog Fred. I was in Canada the other day, in Canada. Wonderful people there, wonderful people. I did my show from there. I'm back now. I'm back. I also went to Nova Scotia. Where's that, Joe? It is on the eastern seaport. Canadian groundhog Fred Lamarmont was found dead Thursday, moments before the annual weather forecast. Guy died before he could tell you. If the groundhog sees his shadow, I don't understand. If a groundhog sees his shadow, more spring, less spring, I don't know. I don't know the rules. But poor Fred didn't see his shadow. He died moments before the annual weather forecasting ceremony in Quebec. Fred, 9 years old, was found dead overnight, but officials believe he could have died during the hibernation several weeks before. You didn't even check on him for 2 weeks? Guys, I might not be able to do the walk to my electron. I'm going. I have to go. But maybe I'll take a train there and walk home. Because it's cold out, bro. Oh, look at this story here. Oh, yeah, that's the story. Look at this story here. That's what we do in the news. When you're watching the news tonight, see if your newscaster is wiping his boogers by reading the paper up here. Kelly Osbourne, the young daughter of Ozzy Osbourne. Who's going to outlive us all? Ozzy Osbourne will be here long after cockroaches die. He should have been dead in 1967. Kelly Osbourne and her brand newborn son, Sydney, whose father is in Slipknot. Well, that's a hardcore group right there, Slipknot. She gave birth in November, and they're just talking about it now. God bless Kelly Osbourne. Look at that. By the way, the first reality show on television ever, the first real one, reality show, I'm not talking about Real World and all that, was the Osbournes. They brought you into their home. I saw a show yesterday. I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it. It's time for Rapping with Boogie Bob. That's a new segment I just made up right now. I'm watching Dr. Phil yesterday. Did anybody see this episode? It's the craziest episode I ever saw. Nicest guy in the world. He's a financial guy. He's got money. Not even bad looking. Probably 65-ish, 60s. Financial guy. He's on Dr. Phil to talk about the dangers of kidnapping models. Models who are kidnapped. He goes online and he tries to meet women. Swipe left, swipe right, whatever. I've never done it, so I swipe left. He meets models online. Now, I know a whole lot of models that would come holler at me if the price is right. I ain't got no money like this guy, so I don't know what he's doing wrong. He's going to meet with the girl. This is a catfish, obviously. He don't know. The difference between catfishes is they always have an excuse why they don't show up. Their phone doesn't have FaceTime. Their screen is cracked. They're in a tunnel. They're shy. But they're never, a catfish is never going to ever FaceTime with you because it's never them. So he's got pictures of the most beautiful women you ever seen in your life. Ava. And I've been talking to Ava for 9 months, and she was finally coming to meet me. And she got to the gas station. She was kidnapped. Apparently, Los Angeles gang members kidnap these women, and they take them out into the desert and hold them hostage. But thank God I was there, and she called me, and I gave $200, and they let her go. Okay. Very nice. Very nice of him. I got Ari Sanders. It's your birthday. I just saw it. I will make sure I mention you, Ari Sanders. It's also my dear friend Shelby's birthday today. Thank you, everybody. So the guy was there. Thank God he saved her. And she was going to go to his house and thank him. But she got kidnapped again. These gang members aren't messing around. This time they wanted $300 to let her go, and he was there. He sent the $300 to let her go, and thank God they did, and she's unhurt. This is apparently a big thing, because it happened to her 7 times. All 7 times she was going to meet him. She was kidnapped at a gas station. For $200. Dr. Phil's like, this is the cheapest kidnappers of all time. $200 seems like a deal. How many women that you're talking to have been kidnapped? 67. 67 women have been kidnapped. So Ava gets kidnapped 7 times. Then all of a sudden he meets a new girl, Tina. Tina gets kidnapped 5 times. Susan got kidnapped 10 times. Debbie got kidnapped 9 times. Not one of the 67 women, not one has he ever met. Not one ever made it because they get kidnapped. One of them was supposed to come to the Dr. Phil show. To meet him at the Dr. Phil show. Well, she didn't show up because unfortunately she got kidnapped. a true story, bro. He sat there, he said, Dr. Phil said, well, one of the girls you're talking to, Ava, is going to be on the show today, right? Yeah, I'm very excited to meet her. She couldn't make it because she was kidnapped. And this poor guy, he's such a nice guy. It's like, well, ladies, I just want to warn you, it happens at gas stations. If you get out of your car at a gas station, you're a model, they're going to kidnap you. So Dr. Phil found the woman in the pictures. Of course, it wasn't her. She said, I've never met you, I don't know you, someone took my pictures and they're claiming to be me. She was kidnapped 7 times. Thank God he bailed her out all 7 times. And then her friend Susan got kidnapped 9 times. Here's where it ends. Kylie Jenner, the billionaire, one of the richest women on the planet. She's self-made billionaire. Kylie Jenner, the richest of all the Kardashians. She got more money than Kanye. Kylie Jenner got kidnapped. And the thieves reached out to him for $300. And Dr. Phil goes, the richest woman on the planet, and they're going to charge $300? And why would they call to you? Well, they went to her mom first, and she knows that this is my expertise where I save women who get kidnapped. How mentally ill is this poor bastard? I saved it. Yeah, Kylie Jenner was kidnapped. This guy, thank God, this guy, by the way, he goes, I'm not sure if it's really her. Dr. Phil goes, it wasn't her, bro. Because when it's a celebrity, you can tell. She's in Spain today. Where was she kidnapped? She was kidnapped in Beverly Hills. Well, no, actually she was in Madrid that day. So, and here's pictures of her in Madrid. The guy was obviously a super sweet guy and lonely, I think. Bro, if your girl gets kidnapped on the way to meet you, it doesn't mean she's lying. But if she gets kidnapped 7 times, she's lying. And you can see Dr. Phil. It'll be on YouTube. It's one of the best episodes I've ever seen. All right, Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson's new play is right down the street. I got to see him the other day. I said, ain't no snakes on this plane. He didn't laugh. Kind of looked at me crazy. Samuel Jackson with the cast and crew of the brand new piano lesson, celebrating the end of the play's Broadway run at Brooklyn Chop House in Times Square. Anyways, he's in the play with Denzel Washington's son, David, or whatever the hell his name is. I don't know. We're just going around. I'm just going around the dial. There's a new movie called 80 for Brady. It's all 80-year-old women. It's like Carol Burnett and Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, Sally Field, and I don't think Carol Burnett's in there. I threw that one in as a bonus. And Tom Brady. Tom Brady's in it. It's these 4 ladies who go on a field trip to meet Tom Brady. All right. Big chill coming to the Big Apple. It's going to be 9 degrees today. It's 9. At least 9. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. It's going to be 22 tomorrow. And with the wind chill, it'll be below 0. And there's a couple places in America, it's like below 0, like 60 degrees. Look at the wind. Let me read my paper for you guys. Not one pigeon out here. Pigeons are too smart to be out here, bro. Are you crazy? And then these bastards have the nerve to have this beautiful thing about Ocean Drive. Go to Miami right now, it's probably 70 degrees. What is the weather like today, Joe? It is cold. Ooh, Don Lemon. I like Don Lemon. Don Lemon has had his share of setbacks in his life. His beautiful sister, baby sister, was drowned. She drowned swimming. I like Don Lemon very much. I think he's very talented. He screamed at his co-anchor. What the hell you doing, Don? I don't know Don to be a screamer. Tensions at the new. He's a late night guy, and now he's in the morning show. On the set of CNN this morning, have recently boiled over with Don Lemon allegedly screaming at his co-host Caitlin Collins off camera. I don't care. If you're going to be kind always. Everybody yells at someone sometime. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Santos, this is the creep of all creeps, the biggest creep in the world. He makes Donald Trump look like a non-liar. This is the Pinocchio, the real-life Pinocchio boy is this George Santos. The Long Island representative, George Santos, was dumbfounded when told that his campaign recorded a $5,800 contribution. I don't care. Right now, the FBI is involved, and what might bring him down is a dead dog. George Santos opened up a GoFundMe where he was going to save animals. And this GI, whose dog needed surgery, is going to cost $8,000, something like that. George Santos said, don't you worry, I'll raise money for your dog. He raised the money. You imagine you have a GoFundMe, you say, I want to raise money for a dog. Some people might contribute. If you want to say, I want to raise money for a GI, a war veteran, a disabled war veteran, his dog is dying and I need your help. People start shelling out money. He kept the money, bruh. Told the guy, hey, I'm sorry, man. Now your dog's not eligible. He bought himself a fucking... It's my first curse word on the new channel. He bought himself a frickin' Rolex and let the poor guy's dog die. Well, the guy, he ain't one to play with. He's got all the receipts. He's got the screenshots. He also contacted the FBI, and now the FBI is going to ask George Santos, where's that money, bruh? Because that's called grand theft. 11 years for a New Jersey ISIS scout, a former Boy Scout. You're a Boy Scout, bruh. I promise to honor, obey, and not join ISIS. I think that's what it says. Was arrested in New Jersey while boarding a Yemen-bound ship so he could join ISIS. Bro, what are you, a moron? You're still joining ISIS? Want to go trade in whatever you got to go live in a cave and bomb people with people who hate you. He wanted to join ISIS. He's sentenced to 11 years in federal prison. Have fun, my friend. It's probably nicer in federal prison than joining ISIS. James Bradley, 21, and his lawyers had pleaded in court filings for a sentence of time served, arguing he has been de-radicalized. He's no longer radicalized. Radicalized means that you decided to listen to the teachings of them. I'm not putting down Muslims in any way, shape, or form, but if you're an ISIS member or Taliban member, your job is to kill other people, innocent people. Anyways, a Brooklyn slave sniffed out. A 43-year-old woman was murdered in a Brooklyn home, and her body discovered only after neighbors complained about a foul odor. I have smelt a dead body. It's horrific. Tamara Graham was found dead in the floor of her apartment at the NYCHA Albany houses in Crown Heights at around 11:15 a.m. on December 15th. Police showed up at the apartment after receiving 911 calls about the stench coming from the apartment. Does anybody know her? I need to talk to her. It's really important. I can't tell you how important it is that I need to talk to Belle of the Brawl. Yeah, son. Alicia Baumgartner will be in the ring tomorrow. Oh, she's a boxer. Never mind. Do not call me. I don't want to know. You do not want to get beat up by your girlfriend. I was in an abusive relationship in 1982. My girlfriend at the time, Cindy Beaver, I think I can say that now. Cindy Beaver punched me in the face a lot. Sitting on my motorcycle one time, she was mad at me and started punching me. And a bunch of construction workers were laughing at me. Nah, I don't hit no women. I hit her knuckles with my face. Milk War. I don't care. YouTube pair, 25 and 22, die in a horrifying Pennsylvania crash. Two young YouTube stars, God bless their hearts, were killed and a third injured in a horrific Pennsylvania car crash. Christopher Schaefer, 25, and Patrick Perillis, 22, both of Reading, Pennsylvania, reportedly died from blunt force trauma after their car collided with a tractor trailer on the upper Montcougie Township I don't know. The coroner's office said the two were mainstays on a popular YouTube channel. I'm going to tell it to you now if you guys want it. Someone could send it to me on my Instagram. I'd appreciate it. The two were mainstays on a popular YouTube channel of Phyrillus Brothers. That's Phyrillas. The Phyrillus Brothers. Phyrillas. James was also in the vehicle. Their other brother was also in the car but survived. God bless him. He must be going through absolute hell. Boasting nearly 1.7 million subscribers. That's a big channel. That's even bigger than my 350, who I adore and love. Boasting nearly 1.7 million subscribers, the channel was dedicated to reviewing animation and routinely racked up 7-figure views. Home now after 3 days in the hospital with my ribs fractured, my lungs punctured, and my body bruised, my heart broken, James Phyrillus tweeted, Patrick and Chris were my best friends. Been trying to wrap my head around why I was spared. My mom always said if you were in an accident, Bobby, if you're in an accident, a plane crash or a car crash, and the other people die, and you go on the news, and you say, God spared me, I'm going to slap you in your mouth. My mom will never laid her hand on me. She was a devout Christian. She said, Bobby, when you go and say that you were saved, you're belittling the other two people. It's happened many times. A plane crash, 80 people on board, one survivor. He goes, God saved me. Really? So God thought the other 79 were pieces of crap? You're a piece of crap. Sorry. Anyways, I feel bad for this young man, and he's right back on YouTube. YouTube is very addicting when you start getting those things, and one of the reasons I'm happy to have the 300 instead of the 8,000 is because you feel like when you're a YouTuber, especially a huge successful YouTuber like me, you feel like everything's got to be on YouTube. Oh my God, I just took the craziest shit. Oh, let me get my camera. It gets that bad. It really does. Oh my God, like the girl over here was fighting earlier. I wanted to film. I'm not doing that. I don't want to sell out my principles to have stuff that I wouldn't be proud to have on my channel. Tehran poses a trunk full of trouble. This guy, look at him. He got caught in the trunk. Got caught in the trunk. Hey, did you guys see my video from Valentine's Day? I was at White Castle the other day. There's a big sign. There's signs everywhere saying, this year for White Castle, get your lover a bunch of sliders. And I turned to the lady working, and I said, yo, her name was Bernice. Super sweet. I go, Bernice, if your man came home with a bunch of sliders, would you punch him in the face? She said, well, I love the sliders. I go, I know, girl, but don't you want a box of chocolate or something? She said, I like chocolate and sliders. Okay. Because, if my lady showed up with a bunch of sliders, for me, that would be love at first sight. All right. Burning mad. This is a funeral home. He looks pissed. I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you. Hamilton Lee Hauser, the lead singer of the Walkmen. I don't know who the hell that is. Received his cremated remains of Dwight Walker, but ran into a problem when he called John Funeral Home in Brownsville to try to straighten things out. He got the remains of somebody else. Chocolate sliders. Now we're talking. All right, guys, it's time for the astroscopes. I'm going to run them off. Don't even put them up because I'm reading everybody, but I'm doing it fast because I'm cold. Aquarius, with both the Sun and Saturn moving through your sign at the moment, you should find it easy to act in a disciplined way. Some of the people you interact with, however, will be all over the place emotionally. Keep your distance if you can. Pisces. The planet suggests that if you do things by the book today, you will benefit in ways. I'm second guessing this. you had not anticipated. Certain individuals may try to persuade you if it's okay to cut corners, but why take risks when you are doing so well as it is? If I mess up today, I don't care. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm just going to read them, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Aries. Be practical and realistic at all times today. Even when your private life is concerned, you must be according, I'm not going back, to what the facts, well, it's true. Rather than what you want, believe it in your heart is true. Your happiness will depend on it. I chop that all up. I don't care. Gemini. Other people doom and gloom. Onlookers must not be allowed to infect your way of thinking. So avoid those who are always talking like down and demonstrate why your actions that are still many things in the world we should all be grateful for. I'm not going back when I stumble. I'm not doing it. Cancer. A promise you made to an employer or somebody in a position of authority must be honored over the next 24 hours. If you try to go back on your word, it will inevitably damage your reputation. So deliver on what you said you would do. Keep your word, fool. Leo. Listen, certainly, I'm not going back to what a friend or loved one tells you today, because there will be a great deal of wisdom in their words. Sometimes you get carried away and act as if you cannot possibly fail, but they know better, so heed their advice. Virgo, your devotion to duty has not gone unnoticed, and a reward for your some kind wit, I'm not going back, will be heading your way over the next few days. You will also be encouraged. Someone in a work setting over time could be more than just another colleague. I chopped that shit all up. That was chopped and screwed. Libra, even a quiet, minor effect or effort will yield encouraging results over the next 24 hours. So think what a major effect might do. All things are possible for you. Now best results, you need to be focused on your number one aim or ambition. Scorpio, that's me. You will get a huge amount of work done in a remarkably short space of time today, which is good, but not scheduled even more work for the weekend because your energy level won't be able to keep up physically and mentally. You must not overdo it. Sagittarius, you will be much in demand socially today, but you will also need to be smart and choose what invitations to accept. Not even a Sag can be in 2 or more places at one time. So these events may benefit you most. Capricorn, you will need to control your emotions today, and even more so over the weekend, seeing as uncomfortable, confrontational some people can be, and may not easy to percentage is getting worked up about disputes that don't concern you. I chopped that one up. Taurus, it won't be long before the cosmic clock ticks in on luck change for the better, but you don't have to just wait for it to happen. Start making plans on both personal and professional nature so you are ready to hit the ground running. That's it, I'm done. No, I'm not. Which is fooling. I got R.E. Sanders in here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I can't do it. Joe's got a beautiful angelic voice and mine is crap. So happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday R.E. Sanders, happy birthday to you. Here's your birthday. This is just for you. Everybody else go get a sandwich. This is just for R.E. Sanders. So if your birthday's today, Friday, if you expect everything to come right at you, I'm going to do it right, too. I'm going to do it right. With emotion. If you expect everything to come right for you this year, it most likely will. Self-belief is a powerful force and has a way of attracting events and opportunities that benefit not just you personally, but loved ones, friends, and the world at large, too. Congratulations and happy birthday. Happy 35th birthday and many, many more. Bushy Clue in Idaho. This is about the murders that happened in Idaho. Brian Koberger, distinctive eyebrows. He's got really some like Scott Baio eyebrows, some really bushy, nice eyebrows. Brooke Shields eyebrows. Brian Koberger's distinctive eyebrows were one of the initial clues that linked him to the grisly Moscow murder. Investigators assigned to the November 13th stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students zeroed in on the PhD student as a potential culprit because of his bushy eyebrows. The suspect wore a mask that covered his mouth and nose, but not his eyes or his eyebrows. Have you seen the guy's eyebrows? They're bushy. When I did stand-up, I said, my girlfriend has a unibrow. And I swear to God, for the first 3 months we dated, I thought she was wearing a sweatband. Frozen screen. Crickets. I hear crickets. All right, guys. Judging by my hugely massive watch, it's almost 4 o'clock. Have you guys seen this yet? This is pretty insane. You might not be able to see it on here. Can you guys hear me okay? It's windy out here, bro. My camera's all... The table's blurry. Look at this guy. Right here. These are drones. This is a drone motorcycle. That's actually a dude on a damn drone motorcycle. How crazy is that? Luke Skywalker. Wall Street looks for Star Wars bikes. Alley Technologies, maker of the Star Wars inspired flying hover bike. They seem to be like they're going to be making them. I don't know. I don't care. I can't afford one. Let's see. We got the newspaper going here. Everybody's looking at me crazy when they walk by. They're like, what's this dude doing? Bro, it's a damn blizzard out here. There's sports going on. Just so you know, there's sports going on. Baseball, or there's a football or something. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? I can't call it. The Knicks beat the Heat. Speaking of Heat, that would be great right now. The Knicks beat the Heat 106-104. And I don't care. I don't care. I gave you the news. What do you want from me? It's cold out. By the way, I'm a Playboy. Thank you, Samantha, for my Playboy hat. Did I lose my glasses? Cause I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? I hope you had a good time on the news. I know you didn't. I hope you did. I'm going to do what I always do. This is a different newscast than before. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to hit the like button. What I got in here? 66 people. That's a new record for the new channel. Now remember, the old channel, I had 8,000 subscribers. I would have an average of 80 to 100 people watching the news every day. You guys, my regulars. You're the ones I care about. I don't care about the other dudes who aren't engaging with this thing. I don't care about having 8K. I could buy 8,000 subscribers for $40 right now, like a lot of the other channels do. I want real human beings. I want you guys to engage. And now there's a couple people that have hit me up and said, Bob, I really enjoy your show, but I'm too shy to get in the chat. I'm asking you, jump in, guys. We would love to embrace you. Beautiful brown babes here. We got, of course, Brooklyn-born Nangans here. All my guys, we would love to have you come in and be part of this movement. It's a movement of kindness, acceptance. Acceptance is really important. I accept everybody. I want everybody in here. Love and goodness. If you can't be that, I don't want you in here anyway. Bye. If you can be that, join in. Join the family. Say hello. We love. I know a lot of you watch it on your TV. If you can't, type in there. Maybe you get on your phone and just one day say hi. I would love to say hi back. I can't say nothing. I would love to say hi back. I would love to have you guys be a member of the channel. We're going to do some exciting, fun things. Now listen, guys. I was going to walk right now up 8th Avenue to the electronics store because I got to go buy a hard drive. And Well, the hard drive is this. I found out it's this thing, and then you go in there and you just put the Boogie Bob After Dark. I got people over there looking at me. Why are you looking at me, bro? Why are you looking at me? You still looking at me? Why are you still looking at me, bro? I should be a ventriloquist. Why are you looking at me? You gotta turn around, boy. You don't want no static. What's your problem? Yo! What's your problem? You got a problem? I don't want no problem. Hey, girl. That's my favorite. Walking through Times Square. Hey, girl. Woo, hey, girl. All right, guys, I'm being a fool. I love you all very much. I'm going to jump on this train. I'm going to go down. I'm going to buy my hard drive. And then I'm going to maybe do a tour of the store. I'd like you to be there with me. Why don't you guys take a 10-minute break, 15-minute break, 20-minute break, and I will join you guys in a little bit from 34th Street. You don't want to miss it because I'm going to take you to Macy's. I'm going to, Queen Latifah's dropping by. I know you guys like that. Beautiful Brown Baby loves when I have Queen Latifah drop by. I'm going to take my shirt off and show you how erect my nipples get when it's 10 degrees out. It's pretty grotesque, but I think you're going to want to see that. Sam Pod just quit. Sam Pod just quit the show. He says, Bob, I don't want to see your nipples. I don't blame you. Streaming with Vinny G is always fun. Streaming with Vinny G was just on 34th Street. I missed him, but you guys can check his show out. You can see him there. Dolly Girl Twins. There's a new name. Look at that. What a cool name, too. Dolly Girl Twins. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. M-Wall's on the run. Rev, God bless you. Rev, you have been absolutely a godsend to me in the channel. So much you've done. John Ramsey, where the hell you been, John Ramsey? People don't think I noticed, but I noticed when you ain't been around. Happy birthday, R.E. Sanders. God bless you. I hope it's a good one. And everybody say hi to Dolly. Dolly just jumped in here. We will be back in 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes, and I'm giving away a brand new car, keychain. And I know that you love a brand new car, keychain. And if you want to join the channel and win yourself a brand new car, keychain, then I'd love to have you. Let's talk again in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. God bless you. It's cold out here, bro. Got boogers. My boogers are frozen. My boogers are frozen. I ain't posing. My boogers are frozen. 30 minutes.